Hey guys, Tim here, aka VSCustoms from SoCrawl.com. Now I haven't been able to do a video for the last couple of weeks due to I was sick, I had some family from out of town, and I had some stuff I had to do around the house. So I was kind of busy and tied up, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to hopefully get back on track here and start producing another, doing one every week. That's my plan. That being said, I actually got something pretty sweet to show you today, a little painting trick I do, or how I paint rust exactly. Now you use this technique whether you're doing on Lexan from the inside or hard bodies on the outside or Lexan on the outside like I did here. It all depends on what order you do it in and if you do it reverse or normal. What else? Before I get into that, I really wish I was able to make it down to Cosmo or see this past weekend. They had another event. It looked pretty sweet. I mean, the basis of it all was you take a body, so like a Skyline body, Lexan, and you turn it into a truck. Some pretty sweet builds, guys. Some awesome stuff going on. Looked great. I wish I was able to make it down and check it all out and just run my Skyline down there. I really need to get out and drive that thing more. That being said, we'll move on to this paint here. We'll check it out. Now this here is Chris from GCM's body. I didn't paint it blue. I didn't do the silver. I didn't do any of this, the firewall, nothing. All I did was some rust paint on it. Now, some of you guys use that, there's a rust kit out there, puts a hard coating on it. I've seen some guys rough up the body and wreck the body a bit to do it. I can't handle that. For me, if I ever wanted to reuse the body or change up the paint on it, I want to just be able to sand it, redo it, and change it up any way I want. So, what I do, see if I can zoom in or focus in, there you go. As you can see, there's many different colors in there. We'll just back up here and show you how the body looks. A little more crusty around this door. There you go. So we'll just turn it back around and I'll use the paint on the one headlight here. So as you can see, there's multiple different colors in there. We have some lighter brown, got some reddish color in there, some dark brown, and some really, really light brown. Now what I used to do all this is, for my first coat, I airbrushed down some matte. This is matte 160 by Humbrol. That's their number. You don't have to use this exact paint. As long as it's flat, it'll usually turn out pretty well. It's like a dark chocolate color. Well, I wouldn't even say dark chocolate, it's just like a normal chocolate color. But that's what I use as my base down. And I spray that, there we go, I spray that in the area around it. So that gives me my base on where I want to go. And if we get up here, you can see it up there. After that, I follow up with some of this stuff here. Now this is tester's paint. This is actually rubber. Sometimes I use this dark brown color. Sometimes I use flat black. It all depends on what look I'm going for and how crusty I really want it to look. So you can see that in there. Get the focus, there we go. You can see that dark brown in there. This gives it that little bit of crusty factor. As I said, if it's black, it definitely looks a little bit more rotted away, a little bit more oxidized. Follow that up for the reddish color. I actually use paint called Rust. Now this is again a flat paint, but it works perfect. When you want that red undertone in there, just to make it look like just all, as normal rust, all different colors. I spray that in there. Sometimes I dry brush that in there to make it just a little bit more spotty. And then after that, I follow it up with this, which is just some plain old flat brown. This here, I've seen some guys use like an orange color. I like the flat brown a little better. It doesn't pop as much as orange does. It kind of just goes on there. And that I actually dry brush on. Let's see if I can pick this up here and show you a little better. But that, you see all the different colors definitely back there. But yeah, that's how I follow it up and that's how I finish it up. After that, that's it. Make it look pretty, make it look nice. Don't go crazy. I mean, if you want a really rusty job, obviously go crazy with it. For me, I like a little bit of rust here and there, like the truck is loved, but not abused. Well, that's it for today. Hope I gave you some ideas. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Again, like always, like, subscribe, and share. And you can follow me on Instagram under vs_customs. And don't forget, if you got any ideas for future videos, drop it in the comments section or send me a message, because I can get messages now. I just realized that. I'm still new to this YouTube game. But yeah, and you can also check out some of my partners on the RC Network. They're one of the channels I follow. There's a bunch of them under there. I know Harley's under there. There's Hemi Storm's under there. There's a bunch of us. We're all part of the RC Network, so definitely check it out. Cheers.